everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Beauty Company. Hope you all are doing well. My name is Sanchari and I do videos on makeup reviews and hauls. And today I'm gonna review and share my first impression about Inside Cosmetics HD High Coverage Foundation. So if you guys wanna know my pick and my take on this foundation, then please stay tuned till the end of this video. So very recently I purchased this Inside Cosmetics High Coverage Foundation from purple.com at a very good deal of rupees 198. The original price is rupees 220 and you can grab this from Nykaa, Flipkart and Amazon. Before we jump into all of that detail, I would like to say that I had this foundation for quite a long time in my wish list, but I was really confused about the shade range because they had total of 5 to 6 shade ranges and there were very minimal undertone for each skin tone, and I was like, how will I identify my shade and my undertone, because only one was yellow undertone, rest everything was neutral, and there was one category for light, one category for medium, one category for deep. Being an affordable brands and being an Indian brands, I think brands should come up with more and more shade ranges because this will help us to try out their products and to know how this products works on us. So I know that I'm very late to review this on my channel, but what could be done? Brands like this have a very minimal shade range and I was really confused. While I was placing my order, I was still skeptical whether I should place it or whether I should not. Being an Indian brand, an affordable brand like Inside Cosmetics, they should understand their customers. They should understand their customers need, that their Indian skin tones are diverse in nature. It's not only light, fair, medium and deep. There are categories, subcategories of skin tone. So I think they should start taking that into consideration while manufacturing complexion products. And I really want to try every affordable brand's complexion product, but when I see their shade range, I just give up because I cannot buy something and it is lying on my vanity and it is of no use, because I will never review a brand which does not give me a very good range. I am someone who comes from a brown skin family and my undertone is warm yellow undertone. I want everything. I want 3-4 shade range in warm yellow undertone in this dusky skin. So how will I experience affordable brands? I'll obviously have to go for a little high end that they can give me, they can cater to their client. Now let's talk about the packaging. So it comes in a black cardboard packaging like this, wherein you get a see-through to identify your shade, and here it is mentioned as dewy finish, high coverage, lightweight formula and paraben free and fragrance free. Here you get the shade number. Here at the back you get the shade chart wherein they have mentioned the undertone by which you can select your perfect shade, and here you get the ingredient list. Also here it is mentioned as made in India. While you open the packaging, it comes in a tube packaging like this. So here you can see mentioned as Inside HD High Coverage Dewy Finish Foundation. The net weight is 20 ml, whereas the standard size of all the foundation is 30 ml. I think the brand must be imagining that being a very high coverage one, 20 ml will do the job, but I will get into that later whether it does or not. Now here also you get a sticker wherein you get the shade number mentioned, and back you get the details whatever is mentioned on the back. The cap comes in a twistable format, and once you open the cap you get a squeezy tube like this, which is very fine with me because it is very lightweight and I can just pop it in my bag and I'm good to go. So this is very travel friendly. Let's talk about the coverage of this foundation. The brand claims it to be a high coverage one, but I do not agree to that claim because this has a medium to buildable coverage. Why I'm saying that? Because I had a pimple mark over here and one layer could not cover that mark. My pimple was visible enough, it was peeking throughout the foundation, and when I tried a second layer of foundation, the pimple was still visible enough. So that made me think that high coverage is something that it will cover your simple little detail in one go, but this, even after 2 layer, it did not cover anything. So if you're someone who has lot of marks, blemishes and spots on your face, then you will have to go with a spot concealing using concealer. Now let's talk about the finish and the formula of this foundation. It is supposed to be a dewy finish foundation, but while I was blending it out, I saw a very subtle kind of glow on my face. When it is a dewy foundation, it will give you a very nice dewy finish, like your skin will feel illuminated in one layer, but even after second layer you can see my face looks matte. I used Mars Hydro Glow primer, then I use Mars Glow O'Clock primer. Both of this primer gives me a very nice dewiness, and if I top any foundation, any dewy foundation, it adds more to it. But once I topped this foundation on top of the primer, it still gave me a matte look, and the shine that you can see is from the highlighter, because I even used an illuminating setting spray, but still my face is looking quite a matte. Now coming back to the formula, this has a lightweight formula. The consistency is little thick, but it spreads easily onto your face. It works fine with a blender and also with a brush. So I think there is no problem with the formula or with the blendability, because it does that job pretty well. Now let's do an oxidization test. So here I had swatched this foundation half an hour ago while doing my makeup. So now I will do a fresh swatch to show you guys whether this oxidizes or not. So I'm taking some onto my finger, and then I will place next to the foundation, and you can see it by yourself that the foundation oxidized very badly. So if you're someone who is of my skin tone and confused, I would say you should go for a one shade lighter than your actual skin tone, because I have chosen MN30, and after oxidizing it matches with my skin tone pretty well. So here is the oxidization test. Alright, so here is the moment wherein I'll share my final thoughts with you guys. So let me start like this. Whether I recommend this product or not, I will recommend this product. It is not a bad product in a way, but if you're someone who is under budget, who wants to use affordable stuff, or who have just started with the makeup, you can go ahead and try this foundation. This will definitely do the job for you. But when you're buying out this foundation, keep in mind that this oxidizes a lot, so you will have to go with a shade lighter so that it matches and comes to your skin tone. Now coming on to the coverage, it is not high coverage as I mentioned, because high coverage foundation covers every detail on your face. Let me give you the example of Maybelline Superstay that covers every bit on your face, and it is a very high coverage one. When a brand is trying to define their product, what work it does, then it has to be true. The second claim is dewy finish. I would not agree to that, because even after using so many glowy and hydrating and dewy products underneath the makeup and over the makeup, still my face looks matte and flat, because on camera everything looks good, but in real when I'm seeing into the mirror, I can see that my face is completely matte. So if you're someone who has very extremely dry skin, then I would like to say that stay out of this foundation. And if you're someone who has little bit of dry skin, like me, like I have a dry combo skin, so I can go ahead and get the job done by using all the hydrating products. Next, I would like to say that after I completed my whole face of makeup, and while I was setting my face with the setting spray, I could see that once the setting spray was dried up, there were patchiness. I could see the foundation came off from few areas, and I don't know what was the reason behind, whether it was a setting spray, but the setting spray that I use from Makeup Revolution does not do that to any of my foundation. Other than that, the product is good enough. It has a very nice texture, the consistency is good, the formula is nice, lightweight, doesn't have any fragrance, so you can go ahead and use this foundation, and I will recommend this foundation if it matches to your skin tone. Alright you guys, so this is it for today's review video, and I hope you found this video helpful. If by any chance you like today's video, then please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share with your friends and family. Also don't forget to turn the bell button on for my future updates. I will see you soon on my next one. Till then, bye bye, take care.